I will let them leave a message and I'll get back to them as soon as I can.
Welcome, everybody. Here we go. ASC Weekly number 23. I'm going to run all over my co-caster at the moment, Orajasser. I'm Tumba, of course. We're going to be looking at Terran vs. Terran today. It is going to be a JoeOne spawning as the green Terran versus Mr.Grumpy spawning as the red Terran. Now, here's the thing. To show his commitment to esports, Alex Orajasser Orejas Orozco Pollo, my co-caster, has gone ahead and sponsored the ASCW for so many weeks. Not only has he done that, but he just has chosen not to take an important business call simply so he could cast this game with me. Now, if that's not a commitment to esports, people, I don't know what is.
But I'm not actually in the game.
Not in the game, so good luck casting from the stream.
I sure will.
Did not accept the game invite. I feel like Total Biscuit, for those of you that don't know, Total Biscuit did a marvelous thing this week. He went ahead and put on a Shoutcraft Invitational, consisted of a bunch of great players, and he casted the whole thing himself and has taken all of the ad revenue that he generated from that and is putting it toward the next tournament. So hats off to you, Total Biscuit. You're a better man than I. Very tough to go ahead and cast for 10 hours straight by yourself. I don't have Alex here to hold my hand through this, so I'm very nervous at the moment, even though you may not tell from my voice. I pretty much want to fall out of my chair and die.
You're fine. You are good. Don't you worry. I am right here with you, buddy.
Okay.
Right here in spirit. Don't you worry.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much.
So while we've got some downtime, Alex, why don't you toot your own horn from a prepaid legal, and tell a couple of the newer viewers to the chat about that.
Okay, about prepaid legal, real quick. If you guys have any issue whatsoever, you know, it might not even be something that you think would require a lawyer, but actually we had somebody contact me through text message the other day. DJ So Crispy, I'm going to call your name out there. He did have a legal issue. He's been around and talked to different lawyers. We're actually going to pull him in to guest cast, and I'm going to ask him about this.
Awesome!
But, yeah, he's got the prepaid legal plan. I believe he talked to his lawyers this morning, or actually last Friday, and was able to get some good advice. They were waiting for his membership to process through, but hopefully he's going to be able to get a letter written on his behalf for less than $30. A letter from a large law firm. I believe he's in Vegas, so the law firm that he has there is an AV-rated law firm, and he's going to be able to get help for his issue. I'll let him explain that if he wants to, but we're going to bring him in and help him out as much as we can with the prepaid legal service. You know, so you guys will be able to get an inside view of how it has helped somebody that is one of our own, and that just makes me feel good being able.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, take it from me, a guy who has spent quite literally hundreds of thousands on lawyers. They're expensive, and to get a letter written, typically an hour of a good, decent lawyer's time is $300. So it's a wonderful, right. Almost. We were talking earlier before the game started. It's almost like an insurance policy for legal help. I mean, it's
right.
It's such a good way to go. So check it out. Prepaid legal, super awesome.
Pork chop sandwiches.
You are the best, sir. Names in production are up. Roast beef production has been called on the stream by Mo. Thank you guys. I love you.
Pork chop sandwiches. If you guys don't know, that's a. Wow. There's something wrong with the stream. I don't know if that's my computer.
No, stream's okay. Yeah, essentially what Orajasser's trying to spit out here is pork chop sandwiches gets called. When you say pork chops, I needed something that would remind me to go ahead and put the names in the production up every time I forget, other than saying, hey, idiot, put up the names in the production. So, of course, I love food. Who doesn't? Orajasser or anybody else simply says pork chops. As a matter of fact, I think at this point any food will work. Pizza, whatever you want to say, and I will instantaneously put the names up and the production. Just don't mention it twice, because if you mention food again, I'm going to instinctively go for the button and effectively turn off the names in the production. Speaking of production, we see Stimpack being researched by JoeOne. Some Helrin action.
Hellions, brew frame Hellions.
Infernal Pre-Igniter, which means we're going to see a brew frame. For those of you that don't speak Korean, that's blue flame Hellions.
Yeah, me and Tumba were talking earlier, and he's like, explaining that he was teaching somebody else how to speak Korean. And I was like, oh, wow, you know Korean? And he's like, oh, yeah, you know, Bruframe Harians and GG.
Starcraft 2.
Here.
Starcraft 2. Intra fighting. Fighting.
So stupid. But good. I like it. It's funny. Made me LOL.
Yeah. Also, guys, when we have some downtime, I will be playing for you guys the StarCraft 2 pickup lines, which is quite awesome.
Oh, yes, that is on the Facebook page. So those of you who are not following the ANC Weekly on the Facebook page, please go to that. That made me laugh so hard I almost peed myself.
Absolutely.
Almost.
Good find. Thank you to Raging Cajun, who's not with us this week, for finding that. Tail of the tape, we got JoeOne, 52 of 70 supply. Mr. Grumpy, 44 of 59 supply. Chooses to go ahead and expand. JoeOne will be landing his command center here. Tank rolling out in the field. And here we go, some Hellions. But not just any Hellions. A Brew Frame Howrange.
A Brew Frame. Those are the best kind. Best kind. Brew Frames. Oh, man, I would love to see a Brew Frame Howrange. Love those things.
Yeah,
so try to deal with
Hellions
that.
not doing so well versus Tank Marine. Even with the Blue Flame. Stim has
just like
finished.
when you go inside the mineral line and just disrupt everything. It's like you somebody just went into your underwear drawer. Go ahead and just cast the rest of this.
That's so awesome.
I'm seeing. Yeah, somebody just goes in your underwear drawer and just pees on your own underwear. That is comparable to a Blue Flame Hellion drop.
That's what it feels like when they're in your mineral line wrecking shop.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Now, here's the thing. Siege has finished for Joe, and he's going to siege up so hard to break siege lines in the early to mid game for just about any race. I mean, once those siege tanks are up, really, it's such a good bonus to your defense. However, I do not think, his natural command center has not been rallied, so his SCVs actually are not mining. There, he catches it now, though, and those SCVs are sent to work. No use making SCVs if they're not going to mine for you. We do see a Banshee on the field, and another one producing. So he says, okay, if you're going to go ahead and siege up, then I'm going to make my way right around that siege line.
Oh, well. Yeah, it's actually kind of hard for me to try to catch up, you know, being a little bit behind on this stream, but
it's Terran, don't worry about it. Nothing's going to happen for a little bit more.
I am going to be your little Mexican jockstrap right now. Support you.
That's typically Roscoe, but if you want to fill those shoes, that's fine with me.
Oh, yeah, good call. He is actually Mexican, isn't he? Like
Absolutely.
Mexican, yeah. You know, that's why I like him so much. I completely forgot that when he was coaching me this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a good man. Good man.
Good guy, yep. Of course, we are talking about Sagacity team member Roscoe. Sagacity is such a gracious team. Really what esports should be all about. And you see here, JoeOne just kind of poking and prodding. Hellions coming in to just kind of see what's going on, regroup, get the heck out of there.
I'm sorry for letting you hanging. I just don't know what to say.
No, you're fine. You're
fine. With all this stuff going on.
Yeah, no, for those of you that don't know, Alex actually missed the cue to call, so he is not in the game. He's watching off the stream. We'll be casting about 10-second delay, but that's not really any different from his normal casting, so we shouldn't have a
good
problem.
Good call.
He should be right on time. Engineering bay going down right now for Joe.
I don't know if you realize this, but submarines are moving around. You know, they are. I'm just going off of what your screen is too. Like I can't even move around.
Yeah, well, right now we've got a little Banshee harass on the SCVs in the back of JoeOne's base. He's going to want to respond to that with some Stim Marines. And here he comes. Stim Marines taking out one and almost doesn't get the second. The second's going to bounce over to the other mineral line and go ahead and do some eco damage over there. But he's got Stim Marines waiting. Boom! 2 Banshees go down, and Mr. Grumpy starts researching Stim a bit late.
Oh yeah, I am now barely seeing that engagement.
Yeah.
So I almost got excited over something you just casted and then I casted. You know, that actually is what happens anyway.
Awesome.
So, yeah. Oh, it does go down. Yep, you're right. It did. It really, really did.
So Starport now down for JoeOne. JoeOne really taking things into his own hands here. He's got bio out. He's also going to go ahead and be producing, it looks like, a reactor. And he's going to get some air going up here. He doesn't want to give air superiority to Mr. Grumpy. Siege tanks laid down, bio ball forming up. Let's check on Mr. Grumpy, see what he's got going downtown Charlie Brown. You know what? He's sticking with Hellions. I don't know if I like that choice. At the same time, adding some barracks, making some marauders. He's got three bunkers up. Won't cost him too much.
That is a lot of... What is those? I can. Oh, okay. So he's going to be going with upgrades. You know, and that's how he's got 2 engineering bays going down. I think that's Mr. Grumpy. This is not easy at all.
No, but you're doing a good job. And actually, JoeOne taking a third, but just in time to spot it. 2 brew frame. Howren. If we check the vision, he may be actually just a little bit out of the vision. No, he should see it.
There's a lot of blue frames right there. What is that, about 10 of them?
Yeah, that's a lot of blue flame action. And it was 10 of them. Now he's down to about 6, including the 2 that are in the third, but these siege tanks are going to roll out here and say, not in my ghetto. Get out of town, sir. So right now, Joe's playing a very defensive style of Terran. He's taking his third, he's sieging up on the high ground of the third, not really ever putting any pressure or attacking. He's just mounting a force, and I feel like he's going to wait for his timing and go for one big push. He's been ahead on everything. As long as he stays ahead, he should be okay. Medevacs will be heading the field here. Actually, 2 Medevacs out on the field, and that'll really turn the tide of the battle, making Marines that much more resilient.
Oh, goodness.
Adding 2 more barracks as well. Oh, we see a drop loaded for Mr. Grumpy.
Tumba, you are doing a fantastic job, sir. I just wanted to say that. Throw that out there.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, sir. To that mutual respect.
No doubt, always.
If you don't have mutual respect for your co-caster, you got nothing. I obviously would open mouth kiss you, Tumbo, because I have so much respect for you.
Oh man, that's so awesome. I'm looking forward to that when you go down to Birmingham.
I would not. Birmingham? I'm going to Birmingham now?
Well, it's Alabama, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh, well, that's same place. So we see the medevac goes ahead, hauls and pulls up, almost loses the medevac, loaded. Never a good thing. The whole point of a drop is to get the units out of the medevac and into the enemy's base. Not to have the medevac explode with the units inside, because that, of course, does no damage and ends up in a fiery ball. JoeOne now supply blocked, trying to go ahead and build a tank, is not able to, and there goes the drop I was just talking about. Full frame Howren, all up in the mix here, fries all the bio, but more Marines on the way. Good exchange right there. Oh, but he loses the medevac, and down goes the medevac with the blue flame, and he was just getting ahead in that particular engagement. So, there goes the harass for Mr. Grumpy.
This is so disheartening, Tumba. Go ahead. Just keep going. Because, you know, I hear you cast it, and then I have to see it. It's kind of like watching... I don't know what it's like watching.
Yeah, I feel kind of like I'm in some whitewater rapids, paddling both sides of the boat. And I'm like, hey, where's Alex? Paddle harder! And I turn around, you're outside the boat floating down the river. Like 5 minutes behind me.
I'm walking alongside you, like, you're doing good, buddy. You're doing good.
You're not in the life
jacket.
Fall
out of the boat, then I'll be here for you, bud.
I'm going to say it. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. I have to say it. Here we go. JoeOne Maynarding his probes over to his third.
Maynarding?
Maynarding. Yeah. For those of you that don't know, when you use the term Maynarding, StarCraft 1 player popularized the term. It means probe transfer, nothing more. Popularized by Maynard from StarCraft Brood War. So, when you hear somebody say Maynarding his probes, now you know. It means transferring probes.
Maynard.
Or SEVs. Harvesters, if you will. Poor guy was named Maynard. Maynard has yet to show up in SE2 where he's using a Smurf account because he doesn't want to be known for anything else. I would have written it, trademarked it myself, but he didn't, so I can use it freely. JoeOne, 169 of 169, once again supply blocked. Mr. Grumpy, 190 of 200. I think we're going to see a big showdown here. That's my guess. And if
I have no idea what's going on.
If
well,
JoeOne,
you see a big move out.